Have enjoyed that, wouldn't he? Former Man United player winning in that style.
He was outstanding. He had a great night, his defending, his leadership, and for again, he had a decent time at United himself, but he's doing well, and his penalty, all credit to him. I thought he was outstanding.
How good were those Middlesbrough penalties?
Well, he said they've been practicing them a week. It looked like it because, like, I thought both goalkeepers had no chance in the way that they were diving around the place. It didn't look like any of the keepers were ever going to make a save.
Keepers were dreadful.
They were dreadful. But like, it was going to take someone to miss. Unfortunately for Elanga, it was him. But they stayed in the game. You stay in the game, you got a chance.
So Elanga had a couple of chances, particularly that header.
He missed a couple in the game. He came on. He's obviously a player for the future, and this will hurt him. Again, the criticism, you would say, you got to hit the target, make the keeper save it. So it'll be that's a sore one to take.
You know, you look at the penalty and you could see that, you know, when you get into the sudden death penalty takers, their technique goes because they're starting to think about, okay, I've got to score. Because he's leaning back. Everything he's doing there, he's leaning back. He's hit it over the bar.
It's exhausting watching penalties with him, isn't it? Because he's tried to read the body language of every penalty taker.
I'm drained. I'm absolutely drained tonight from listening to him. Obviously, as if he'd never missed one himself.
Yeah, well, that's what I know about him.
They were good penalties, but the two goalkeepers were dreadful in the penalty shootout. Got nowhere near him.
I thought Middlesbrough's penalties were brilliant, all of them.
In the game itself, cliches are what they are because they're based upon the truth. And we were saying things like, they're not playing well, Middlesbrough, Man United are terrific, but they're only one down. They might get a break, you never know. And they got a break.
They got it, and they deserved a break. And they had a bit of luck. Obviously, there'll be controversy over the handball. But they grew into the game in the second half, particularly on the counter-attack. They looked a bit more of a threat. They were getting bodies in the box. And you could say that they certainly in the second half performance deserved the equaliser. A bit fortunate.
You could feel it with the crowd. We could see the crowd right here. You could feel, as that game was going, you know, the chances. And we're not talking about half chance, talking about proper gilt-edged chances. Ronaldo's penalty, when you see him miss the whole target. You know, Bruno's chance. You know, everything's set up for a cup upset.
The only way this could be disallowed is if the referee or VAR had determined it was deliberate handball. The minute they said it was accidental and Watmore himself doesn't score, Crooks does, it has to be awarded.
Not deliberate
is there
handball.
any argument it's deliberate handball?
Absolutely not deliberate there, because you look at him, he's actually trying to move his hand out of the way. It's just his momentum of his body, his arm. That's...
I agree. I think it's accidental. And they're the rules, and no, you have to take that bit of luck on the night.
And there's Crooks at the back post to make it 1-1. Let's hear then from Duncan Watmore. I wonder what he has to say about the handball to Gabriel.
Well, Duncan, I know the manager would have said, come on and make an impression. You certainly did. First of all, what did you expect handball to be awarded against you?
I mean, if I'm honest, it was completely accidental. I know it obviously touched my hand. It was not intended at all. So I was, hoping it wouldn't be, and wasn't expecting it. But obviously, I'd have to see it back. But it didn't feel like it at the time. And obviously, just amazing to make a difference and set up Cooksy. Me and Cooksy were in a United age group together here, so it's quite special for both of us. So the fact that he scored, it was even more special.
And actually, Matt Crooks named by Lee Dixon as the Emirates Player of the Match. Yeah. Good choice from your old teammate.
Yeah, it is a good choice. I thought he done very well. I have to say as well with Roy, with Paddy McNee, he played fantastically as well today.
Middlesbrough through then on penalties after a dramatic.
Chris, how do you sum up your night?
Well, the FA Cup's alive and kicking, especially in Middlesbrough innit, tonight. So scenes at the end. Talk to the players about making memories and taking that opportunity. Listen, not always the best team wins, and we're up against world-class players, and you're going to come here, you're going to be up against it. They missed a few chances. We've rode our luck at times, but show plenty of spirit, which you need. A little bit of luck, which you need. Your goalkeeper to make a couple of saves, which you need, and then when we get one or two opportunities, we need to take them, and we obviously did.
Did you get that luck with your equaliser? Was it a handball?
Well, being out of the Premier League, obviously the Premier League is the be-all and end-all, so the decisions that are made through VAR, and when I speak to Martin Atkinson, it has changed, and I thought straight away it was handball. So our initial reaction, my initial reaction, it was going to be chalked off, so obviously delighted that it wasn't.
What was the key to the penalty kicks? Because having got to that point, obviously you want to complete the job. How much practice had you done? Because they were all perfect tonight.
Well, the goalkeeper saved a couple of mine for 20 quid yesterday morning. But I can sit here and say that we did, stand here and say that we did, but we didn't. So it's good
No practice
technique.
at all?
Yeah, no, the boys do it after the end of training, but you can't replicate, in front of the Stretford end, in front of, whatever, how many fans are behind that goal, and a good goalkeeper in Dean Henderson in front of you. But I thought they showed an enormous amount of bottle. There's a few doubters on the sidelines when penalty takers 5 and 6 with a combined age of about 110 stepped up. But yeah, they were really good penalties, and we eat the pressure on.
Well done, Chris Wilder. Well done, Middlesbrough. Great night for them. But if you're Ralph Rangnick, you're going home tonight thinking, how on earth have we lost that match?
Yeah, well, one of his concerns over the last couple of home matches, they've only scored 1 goal, and then one obviously again tonight. And I was talking about Man United finding a way to win the game, but what they did, they found a way to lose the game. And that's not a good sign.
So many good chances, particularly up to the hour mark. So much pace and purpose and zip, and the way that Manchester United fans want to see them play, and so many opportunities to put the game to bed here.
Well, I think that what they've got to do, the Man United fans and the players, have got to take something from the fact that the first half and the way they were getting men forward and passing the ball with purpose and drive and energy. That's what they've got. That's what Man United have got to be doing. Obviously, Pogba going off, everything changing. Middlesbrough staying in the game. Chances like this missed starts to make you feel like it's not going to happen for you. You look at this chance. I'm thinking, there's no way Bruno. Look, when you miss chances like that, you think to yourself,
that's just
it's our night.
equaliser as well.
Yeah, you think this is our night. This is a fantastic chance for Elanga. It's coming onto it. Just head that back where it's coming from. We're talking about proper chances. And then you look at the way Middlesbrough scored their goal with a little bit of hint about handball in it. It's not their night. It's not Man United's night.
Yeah, but again, you have to be critically United. First half, fantastic. But they're playing a championship team, to lose a championship team at home in the cup, obviously not good enough.
Is it unrealistic to expect them to play with that pace for the whole 90 minutes, for the whole 120 minutes? Is that unrealistic?
Yeah, I think it is. But that's where you have a bit of team management. Even when obviously Middlesbrough are always going to have a little bit of pressure in the second half, but you control it. Even United there, the goal they conceded, they were outnumbered. Players weren't getting back. And that's where I go back to. That's where you need that bit of leadership and character, where you're going, OK, we've dropped off for 10 or 15 minutes, but we're still up against Middlesbrough. We still sit back in and we'll find a moment. But even Fernandes missed there. Like, he has to score. There's no logic to that miss. He's got to hit the target.
I think the way they started the game, they expected, with the chances that they had, you're not expecting to play at that pace for the whole game. Of course not. But the game should have been finished dead and buried long before that. So you could then ease the way through the game. You manage the game at the end. Of course you can't play at that pace, but the way they started should have finished the game.
This morning, before they would even travel to the ground this morning, if you said to the manager and the staff, these are the chances you're going to get tonight at Old Trafford, you'd be thinking, I'll take these all day. We're bound to get through. But the players, you have to...
Changes the shape of the rest of the season, doesn't it? Because fourth is obviously the first priority, but to win the Champions League is, for anybody, it takes a lot of doing.
Yeah, it changes, obviously, the mood in the ground tonight. The fans, no doubt, will be leaving here tonight, where you're thinking if they win tonight, I fully expect them to be the championship team, Man United at home. But no, it just adds more and more pressure to the upcoming games.
Great for the Middlesbrough fans, going back to Seaside and the FA Cup, alive and kicking.
Brilliant, of course it is. FA Cup's the best.
Yeah.
FA Cup's the best. That tonight showed that.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Absolutely brilliant. We'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, man.
Hope we see him on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be here, yeah?
I'll be there, right?
Nice one, man.